Reese and Linda Howell, who have grown Utah-based Celtic Bank into one of the nation's largest small business lenders, are the recipients of the 2018 Distinguished Entrepreneur Award. Reese and Linda's entrepreneurial drive dates back to 1993, when Reese started Salt Lake Mortgage Corporation, one of Utah's most successful mortgage banking institutions. Linda joined the team and the company continued to grow, merging in 1997 with Chicago-based Celtic Investment. Reese and Linda married in 1999. Reese identified the unique aspects of Utah's industrial loan companies, ILCs, and applied for a charter in 2000. In 2001, the charter was granted, and Salt Lake Mortgage's operations were consolidated with Celtic Bank. Celtic Investment was successfully taken private in 2001, with the Howells as the company's largest shareholders. In the early 2000s, Celtic Bank looked for growth in the areas of construction, real estate, and small business lending. They began hiring top lending officers on a national basis from banks that were getting out of small business lending. These initiatives, along with strategic asset acquisitions during the financial crisis, allowed Celtic Bank to triple in size between 2008 and 2011.
The issue of starting a new bank, just getting it off the ground, being a big real estate lender, and then having the largest real estate recession of recent history and living through it. And some of the creativity I saw from him in navigating that was really spectacular.
In a period of time when many banks were losing money quarter after quarter and many banks failed, Celtic Bank tripled its capital during that period, a very highly unusual outcome from a very tough time.
Their strategy also paid off when, in 2010, Celtic was recognized as a top 10 SBA lender nationally for the first time. They are now active in many types of real estate, equipment, and energy finance. In 2012, Celtic began forming strategic partnerships with leading financial technology companies and now enjoys strong relationships with many of the nation's leading fintech companies.
We are not a typical bank in the way that we think, and that is based on Reese's leadership, really. We pursue opportunities that often banks might shy away from.
Celtic Bank will originate over $3.5 billion in loans in 2018 to hundreds of thousands of consumers and small businesses. Celtic Bank now has assets exceeding $750 million, $135 million in equity, and $1.5 billion under management. They were named the 6th largest SBA lender in the nation, helping to create and support a generation of entrepreneurs like them.
The fact that Celtic Bank is one of the nation's foremost SBA lenders is pretty darn amazing. And the credit sponsorship programs that they're involved in, Reese talks about either 3 or 4 legs to a stool. I've forgotten if it's a 3-leg stool or 4. But these are ideas of diversification of revenues and profit streams that are relatively independent and work together to provide the strength of the bank. So I expect this creativity to go on into the future.
We help true small businesses in the development of their future. Very exciting.
In addition to being Celtic Bank's founder, Reese serves as CEO and chairman and is also the president and director of Celtic Bank's parent company, Celtic Investment, Inc. As Chief Marketing Officer, Linda oversees the planning and execution of the bank's marketing outreach. She manages Celtic Bank's customer experience department and works to raise awareness of Celtic Bank and establish working partnerships and sponsorships within the communities served by the bank. She also serves on the bank's executive committee and chairs the bank's wellness and events committees.
Reese has had the vision, the flexibility, the courage to do an amazing job here, and the history is really very incredible.
I've explained to people that I see Reese as a visionary. He's an opportunist who is constantly looking for ways to to build the company and grow the company. I've wondered between the two of them, as they have an evening meal, if they ever talk about things other than how to grow the business, because I think they are constantly going over that in their minds, whether they're having dinner just together or with others. I think Reese is, in particular, always probing ways to look beyond the horizon and see what's way ahead of us and find a way to grab onto an opportunity that might present itself.
Reese obtained his bachelor's degree in finance from the David Eccles School of Business in 1991 and his MBA from the school in 1996. He has served as a member of the Dean's Eccles Advisory Board, and through Reese and Linda's leadership, the Celtic Bank Scholarship supports high-achieving Lassonde Entrepreneur Institute students with financial need. Linda is also an alumnus of the U, earning a bachelor's degree with honors in English in 2013.
Hello everyone, and thank you very much for this recognition. We're somewhat overwhelmed and not certain that we deserve the award that we're receiving today, but we very much appreciate it nevertheless. Thank you, Dean Randall and everybody at the David Eccles School of Business for everything that you do for the community, everything that you do for the students at the university, and thank you very much for this recognition today. We very much would also like to thank the people from Celtic Bank and Celtic Investment that are with us today and who have been a part of our organization for many, many years. This award is as much a recognition of you and the hard work that you have done as it is for us. So thank you very much for everything that you've done in the past and that you continue to do, and all the things that we're going to do together in the future. We couldn't have done any of this without all of your commitment and support, so thank you very much.
We'd also like to thank our friends and family that are here and those that aren't here. Your love and support over the last 19 years has been critical to our success, and we really appreciate you. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.